Finally, it's Sunday.
Finally, we are there.
It's Sunday, and Coke Studio hasn't dropped anything.
The pain I feel in your voice,
Yeah, yeah, the hole, the void.
the hole in your heart.
Yeah, and I'm gonna fill it with you together with Nasek Nasek.
With Nasek Nasek.
So
Long due.
long overdue. I'm sure you have heard it. I've heard it as
We
well.
both have.
Yeah, but let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
3, 2, 1, play.
Coke Studio Bangla, Season 1.
The kickoff.
তোকে মকে ধুরিব
This one with the chuckle.
গাউনি মাখাবো হুবালা গাউনি আজি প্যাক থাকিব লাগিব এ নাচক নাচক খাপা লাগিল খিলাবো আজি আমরা এ নাচক নাচক খাপা লাগিল খিলাবো আজি আমরা তোকে মকে ধুরিব গাউনি মাখাবো তোকে মকে
He's completely into it, man.
গাউনি মাখাবো ওবালা গাউনি আজি প্যাক থাকিব লাগিব এ নাচক নাচক হাপাল গিল চিংড়া গাবুরু বুড়ো বুড়ি উবাকো দাকাও শিগরি চিংড়া গাবুরু বুড়ো বুড়ি উবাকো দাকাও শিগরি খিলাবো লাগিব উবাকো আজি চিংড়া গাবুরু বুড়ো বুড়ি উবাকো দাকাও শিগরি খিলাবো লাগিব উবাকো আজি এ মরল গুলা পুইলে রুয়া লাগাবো আজি নাচক নাচক এ নাচক নাচক
I really want to dance.
Seriously, man. Every time the song comes on.
I love his voice.
মাথার চিরনি এনে দেব হাট থেকে মানে তুমি করো না
Very unique texture of his voice.
দুলনি রাঙা মাথার চিরনি এনে দেব হাট থেকে মানে তুমি করো না নটন নটন খপাটি তুলে এনে দোপাটি রাঙা পিতা
Look at Anime's voice.
তুমি করো না
I'm trying to clap along.
মানে তুমি করো না দেখো ডালিম ফুলে ওই জমেছে মৌ ও কথা কও ডাকছে পাখি কয় না কথা বউ দেখো ডালিম ফুলে ওই জমেছে মৌ ও কথা কও ডাকছে পাখি কয় না কথা বউ
এ মরল গুলা পুইলে রুয়া লাগাবো আজি ভাই নাচক নাচক এ নাচক নাচক
Oh my god. Whew. joy.
This song requires energy. So you should have
No, this songs actually
brings energy,
injects energy.
injects energy, but you should also have certain energy to dance on this particular song, man.
Even if
this
you
will make
don't,
you dance.
even if you're like down and out, tired from the long day's work, this is what's gonna
Pure
like,
joy.
yeah, help you stand up, help you wake up. I mean, this was joy, pure joy,
Pure joy, man.
right?
Literally. I mean, we have heard the song multiple times. You already mentioned it, but and we did not react to it because we hadn't started our channel back then. But it was. I just want to mention to the viewers that this is definitely not a reaction video. It's basically we have heard multiple times and we are just giving our thoughts about this song, what we love the most.
just to add on that note, we don't do reactions.
We don't do reactions.
We don't do reactions.
We don't.
We share music with each other
Yeah.
and all of you, right? So we share music
Absolutely.
of what we love. I discover something, I want to share with him and all of you. He discovers something, he's gonna WhatsApp me. Like we do this day and night, right?
Day and night.
And not only us, our whole friend circle. This is what we do.
Yeah.
We just love music, good music. But before we talk about Nasek Nasek itself, I also want to mention that we were just starting this channel, and actually we were going to talk about cricket, not music.
Correct.
But-
Correct.
But
We had this thought in mind.
right there and then, Nasek Nasek dropped, and we actually wanted to watch this together, and this is what opened the doors to Bangladeshi music for
Bangladeshi
us,
music. True.
right? So for
This was
me,
the first song.
for me, the song that got me hooked on the Bangladeshi music was Prarthana, not this one, right?
Mhm.
But this actually got my attention. That okay,
Yeah,
wow,
true.
they are doing quality work, because the quality of Coke Studio, Arnob's work. I mean, we have talked about this multiple times. The level of production, the level of quality, we have talked about it, right? This got my attention.
Yeah.
Prarthana got me hooked. Kanar Hasal Bazaar got me in chains.
Sold you.
It got me in chains. Like then I was, all
Yeah.
done. Like then this was only area that I'm gonna explore throughout my journey. So
Hmm.
that's I wanted to do, but Nasek Nasek. That's why it has a special place in my heart.
Special place. We wanted to try and listen this song together and record, but we couldn't. We tried it multiple times. We just failed to have the right time to enjoy the song seriously.
Yeah.
This way, the way that we have done.
Those were tough times, but again, this song was such a joy each time, right? So
Each time, man.
we
Each time.
wanted to enjoy this together. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's talk about Nasek Nasek now,
Yeah.
right? So
This-
before I mean, with any more straw, before I talk about him, Pantho Kanai, his voice, each time I hear it, I always tell you that I love his voice.
Love his voice. You always tell me that.
The fullness of his voice, it's very similar to James' voice. The fullness, the chesty, warm, bassy voice. I have heard Chesty Bowl
Mhm.
from one of the Wind of Change,
Mhm.
Jobi Tari Nosibe, right? That track. I'm still searching for translation for that track, but anyways, he had this fullness that that reaches inside,
Mhm.
right? And it's something that I love. It's very personal, it's very subjective, but I absolutely loved his part, and also the lyrics of the song
Lyrics.
Dol Dol Doloni. I looked up the whole song, I looked up the whole lyrics, and I loved the essence of the lyrics of this song. It was it was such a happy vibe song.
Joyous song.
Joyous
seriously.
song. It's a when whoever is talking about, I mean the lyrics, they're talking about preparing hairs, I mean of girls, and I mean I don't even remember the lyrics, but it was such joy.
Seriously, man. I mean, this I'll talk about the song in just a summary that This is basically a mixture of two songs again, and both of them are about celebration and joy. And perfect song for celebration. The fusion of two songs has been done seamlessly. I mean, you can't draw the boundary that where the first song and the second one start. It
Yeah.
seems like a one song literally, and it's a song about celebration and festivities and gel beautifully with masterful arrangement in my opinion. And yeah, you talked about lyrics already, but I just want to point out one important thing about lyrics is that it's very easy for a celebration song to be just about an upbeat music with some filler and lazy and casual lyrical writing, but this song is not that. They have not done it. They have been serious about the lyrics, and this is why it strikes every single time. And before I forget, one thing, the first thing that I want to point out is the perfect length of this particular song in the season. Just imagine that this was the first drop. I mean, Ekla Sholo, this was a kickoff, but this was the official first song that they released. And being on the producer seat, you are tempted to experiment and show off a lot of instrumental genius
Yes.
that you are capable of. But Coke Studio Bangla team didn't do it, and kudos to them for that. No unnecessary guitar solos, long drum beats, or anything extra, just the song with the free flowing music. Very crisp, seriously.
It's every single song have this perfection. I mean, when you say they are serious about, I mean, of course they are I mean, about their
Of
music,
course.
because you see it in every single thing. When we were talking about Chowdhury Road, you kept
Chowdhury.
mentioning over WhatsApp, and even when we talked about it on camera, you kept saying that every single element is used in such perfect
Perfect quantity.
quantity,
I always say that.
right? And the chorus, the background vocals, the instruments, the solos, and all, perfect quantity. When you talk about Shanai, the mandolin, the mandolin in this track, it's such beautiful,
Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing.
beautiful use. I mean, you can show off how you can play mandolin, and it's a beautiful instrument.
Exactly.
Its own its own sound is so beautiful, and you could have like overextended it, but they didn't.
They didn't.
And I mean, that's Arnob's genius. Every single track, musically, it's absolute genius, masterclass. I mean, I keep saying that how they're gonna top the next track, right? Because they are setting the bar so high.
They keep on doing that.
The bar is set so high with each track, but also
With each
each track is very, very different, right? So this was all joy. Chowdhury Road was all you know how it broke us and broke so many people, right?
Absolutely.
It tore
That was
me apart,
literally-
and probably so many people we have seen in the comments of Chowdhury Road that it has broken so many people, right? And such contrasting emotions has been employed and displayed, portrayed in such precision.
Precision, man. The precision is the right word.
Eh.
I would also like to mention the bass in this song. I mean, we have talked about the bass in the Prarthana. It was beautifully
Beautiful.
done.
Then
But
Bober
it's
Pagol
also, if you
was
exactly, but if you listen to the bass of this song as well, it is matching the percussions brilliantly. And also observe the interesting use of keys when Pantho Kanai is singing the lines "Man Tumi Karuna." Pardon me if I'm butchering the beautiful language, but just observe the use of keys there. It was really, really amazing, man.
Yeah, I was observing that as well while playing mandolin. The electric guitar was also harmonizing
Exactly.
with
exactly.
mandolin, and that was creating such a beautiful. I mean, mandolin's voice itself is very beautiful, but when it was harmonized with the electric guitars on the in the background, it was amazing.
Amazing.
When I heard this for the
Amazing.
first time, I was thinking that okay, you know what? I would have loved some electronic elements as well, like synths and all that. But then in Bhoper Pagol, we saw it. We saw
We saw it.
beautiful use of synths and octopads. I'm not sure,
Octopats, yeah.
right? So each single element, Shen. I mean, we have seen Shen. We were talking about like when was the last time we saw Shanai played,
Yeah,
right?
seriously.
So
Only in the weddings, maybe wedding songs.
this only excites us more about what's next, right?
It's true.
And honestly, folks, I can tell you that we were just waiting that okay, today's Sunday and maybe Coke Studio drops, right?
We were
And
seriously.
we had our breath caught up, and then yeah, it's 9 p.m. and it's not here, and yeah,
Life happens.
yeah.
We have to.
All right.
Before we conclude, I would just like to mention Shuendo Das Shivo. I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He was on the mandolin, and I was watching one of the magical journeys, and Arnob was mentioning that he is probably the best acoustic guitar player in the country, and he was playing mandolin there, and this guy just killed it in this particular song. Seriously.
I haven't watched any BTSs so far. I would.
I
I think
haven't as
should
well.
we should do it together. But
We should probably do it
we
together.
forgot to talk about Animus Roy and his performance.
His performance. He's a performer, man.
His performance.
He lit the stage.
Even in the Prarthana's Baba Maulana's part, right? And in Prarthana,
He was in the backing vocals there.
and he was enjoying Baba Maulana probably more than Mizan.
Mizan, seriously, he was just constantly moving. Animus Roy is a performer, literally a performer.
Yeah, he actually completely immerses himself in the emotion in this song,
Correct.
and I think this is what comes out as performance, which is so
True.
pure.
Yeah. And what's interesting is that each artist is wearing multiple hats this season. I mean, Pantho Kanai is singing this song, and in the next song, he was on drums. He was on the drums in Chilte Road 2. Animus Roy is the lead vocalist here, and in the next song, he's doing the backing vocals. And it goes on for all the other artists.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is really interesting.
Shows the diversity and how multi-talented
Multi-talented guys.
this bunch are. I mean, it could be a universal fact there, but we are learning.
We should conclude, otherwise this would take 50 minutes and we would still not be finished.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. See
See
you
ya.
then on the next one.
See ya. Bye.